Okay, picking right up where we left off in part 1 of box 2 of the Red Tin Twins. We're starting episode 2 here with Rock the Boat by the Hughes Corporation. Rock the boat, don't tip the boat over. And the B-side being All Going Down Together on the Titanic. Alright, next up, nice bell sleeve there. With the Bell 45 of the Partridge Family, and I Think I Love You, so what are you so afraid of? And the B-side is Somebody Wants to Love You. Yeah, alright, another bell here, and we've got the Partridge Family with another one called Breaking Up is Hard to Do, written by Neil Sedaka. Might find that interesting, that Partridge Family were doing Neil Sedaka songs. And the B-side, I'm Here, You're Here, which isn't one I'm familiar with. But I do like the way that, if you notice, if you didn't catch it, it's got it even tagged there as starring Shirley Jones and featuring David Cassidy. And this one has the same thing, only in a little bit bolder, better print that you can see. But that's interesting, the Partridge Family and Shirley Jones and David Cassidy were getting extra credit there on the titles. Next up, Paul Simon with Loves Me Like a Rock All Day. Baby, Learning How to Fall. Paul Simon with the Dixie Hummingbirds. Interesting. Looks like somebody did a little coloring job on it there. Next up, we've got a classic, in my opinion, The Arches, Sugar, Sugar, do 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 do, and the B-side being a song called Melody Hill. And yeah, this one definitely takes me back. The Sugar, Sugar, not Melody Hill. I think that's another roller rink song there, if I do recall. And next up, we've got The 3 Degrees. When Will I See You Again? I'm not sure if that's the same song, actually. Might not be. I recognize the title. I don't recognize the band. This might not be the one that I was just kind of humming the tune there to. B-side being Year of Decision. So, that's not really entirely sure. But you've noticed in that last episode, we had a Philadelphia International Records sleeve. It might very well have went to this 45, but that was a sleeve that I did not recognize and had not seen a lot of times before. Here's a fun one. We got The Beat by the Go-Go's, themed to Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Cindy felt the need to autograph that one for us. And the B-side, Can't Stop the World. So, moving on, we've got us another Go-Go's here with Vacation, I Don't Wanna Get Away. It says it hit number 8 in July of 1982. That's interesting that it wasn't a number 1 song, because I sure remember hearing that one a lot. I think I've got a picture sleeve of it too, and even though those videos didn't generate as much interest as I thought they would, I've got the bulk of all my picture sleeves filmed and up on the channel if anybody wants to see them. And there is a Go-Go's Vacation one to be found in one of those videos. B-side here is Beatnik Beach. So yeah, anyways, yeah, I was really surprised at the lack of interest in the picture sleeves. I would have thought that they would have been more interesting than the 45s, because you get to see both. I show the picture sleeve and then I show the vinyl, but for some reason, whether it's the YouTube algorithms or what it is, for some reason or another, it just hasn't brought in the views that the regular 45 videos have. So another surprise from doing this channel and doing these videos, seeing what generates interest, seeing what doesn't. It's been quite interesting, to tell you the truth. Here we've got the McCoys doing Hang On Sloopy, Sloopy Hang On Bang Records. and the B-side of that one being a song, I Can't Explain It, which is what I was just getting at with the views and the interest, and I can't explain it. I thought my Garbage Pail Kids videos would be very popular and generate a lot of interest, and so far, fizzle. I don't know what to say about all that, but it's just been really surprising. Some of the ones I thought would really get a lot of interest didn't. Like when I did them by band, because I wanted to see, you know, I did group some by band. I did some Stones and some Beatles and some Beach Boys and Elvis. Surprisingly, the Beach Boys got more views and interest than anybody, and the Stones got the least, and the Stones just put out an album, Hackney Diamonds. I thought that might generate some interest, but apparently it didn't carry over to the vinyl crowd or to the vinyls. But anyways, here we've got Jim Stafford doing Spiders and Snakes. And I do know I've shown this one before. I have 2 copies of this one here to show you. But while we're at it, this recently, a couple months back, I took a picture of a spider outside the front of my house. And I want to tell you, have you ever seen a spider that looks like that? I call it the alien spider. Now I realize he's hanging upside down. You know, this would actually be his rear. But yeah, I walked out the door and seen that. I grabbed the phone and took a picture. I wish I'd made a video. I could have put a little video clip up on the channel. But no, I don't like spiders. I don't care much for snakes either. And since I had the phone here, because I had it handy to show off the pictures of the Red 10 twins that I had taken, I remembered that spider picture and said, hey, I should, show off the spider here. And here's the second copy. You'll notice the printing is slightly different. This one did have RV's initials on it, but it didn't have the label wear that this one has. Slightly different coloring, not tremendously different, but the text graphics is a little bit different. So you'll notice this one is much more bold than this one. It's a lighter print, not so bold. So just variances in the same songs being issued over and over again, different printings, different runs. Even if they look like they're from the same printing, they could be ran on different days or by different operators on different presses. You get slightly different results. So I just thought that was interesting, and since I had those 2 back to back there, along with showing you my alien spider, I wanted to show you both labels so you could see those slight minor little differences there. Next up here we've got The Streak by Ray Stevens. I've got a number of copies of this one. This is a Barnaby Records 1974. This might be one of the original ones, original printings, or very, very early on. I've got quite a few copies of The Streak by Ray Stevens, and they've got different B-sides on a number of them. This copy happens to have You Got the Music Inside on the B-side, and it's clearly marked as a B, but who wouldn't know that The Streak, oh well, it says B2, but everybody knows The Streak. Oh yes, they call him The Streak. That's the A-side. Sometimes there's a little bit of speculation and guesswork involved, but a lot of times there's none whatsoever. You know what side is the A-side, you know what song was the hit. Like here with Sammy Davis Jr. and the Candyman can... Who can take a rainbow? Always makes you think of Willy Wonka. Because who else is the Candyman other than Willy Wonka, right? The B-side of this one, I Want to Be Happy. Well, don't we all? Hopefully, at the time that this video is going live, it's going to be really close to Christmas. So we definitely got Christmas. Nice green Christmassy colors there. Definitely got Christmas in mind. And we all want to be happy, so I hope all of you get something that you want for Christmas, even if it's just some time off to put your feet up and relax. Next up here, we've got the New Seekers, and I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. This was a popular song, 1971, before it was a Coca-Cola commercial. And you may or may not remember that being a Coca-Cola commercial, but they had all the people standing on the hillsides, everybody's got a Coke and a smile, singing that song. So I personally don't like it when they take a hit song and turn it into a commercial. It's not so much the artist selling out as it is just, it kind of ruins the song for me. CCR is down on the corner being used for Circle K gas stations, for an example. You know, there's a lot of these songs that they've made enough money. They're not starving. Why would you do that? Why would you sell yourself out like that? But they do, and it's common, and I'd prefer it didn't happen because, like I said, then I start associating the song with that commercial or that video, and it kind of loses a little personal meaning to me. But anyways, getting back to the point here, the New Seekers, the B-side being Boomtown, featuring Peter Doyle. If it looks like that's who wrote it, as P. Doyle wrote it, and then it's featuring him. So whoever Peter Doyle is, good for you. Now, next up, we've got a couple of country songs here. Charlie Rich, I Can't Even Drink It Away. He was kind of country pop. The next one up is a big hit for him, and not this B-side, but the next 45. And it was definitely a pop song. This song here, a very special love song. I don't know by the title, and but I do like that. I Can't Even Drink It Away. There's a lot of country and western drinking songs, no doubt about it. But here's his the one I was talking about. This was a crossover hit for him, The Most Beautiful Girl in the World. Tell her I love her. Tell her I need my baby. So even if you don't like country and western, you know, Charlie Rich is going to have some songs that you would recognize and like. They really crossed over into the pop realm. I Feel Like Going Home being the B-side here. So yeah, I'm not real familiar with a lot of Charlie Rich's stuff, but I definitely do know The Most Beautiful Girl in the World song. If it's on AC Downhill Records, believe it. Okay, all right, I believe it. I believe Joy to the World by Three Dog Night. And on the B-side of that, I Can Hear You Calling. So that's going to wrap up episode 2. Please come on back and join us for episode 3 of the Red Tin Twins, box number 2.